Better be ready.
Welcome to Comedy Snack!
Welcome, another episode, another Thursday, another night to make people laugh.
Fantastic. If you're watching at home, this means it's Thursday.
8
Just
o'clock,
so you know.
our time, wherever you're watching from.
How's your week been, Jay?
My week's been interesting. So let me just tell you about last night.
Oh, okay. Go
3
on.
a.m. This is a sensual story. 3 a.m. I wake up. This happens sometimes, and I have a habit of turning on YouTube on my phone, and then I'm just up. I lay there for an hour. I'm like, I'll fall back to sleep. Get up to pee, of course, because you have to when you wake up, no matter what. And then I just said, I'll take a nap later in the day. So I stayed up all night. And what I did, I turned on that Tom Hanks film, the Mr. Rogers movie. Oh, man. That guy's a legend to me. Like, he is a legend. I swear to God, I love that man. But that movie, this is my first time watching it.
Tom Hanks or Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers, sorry.
Just
Let me be clear. Mr. Rogers and Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers. Both are legends to me. Fuck, man. And, okay, look. My whole life, I may look like a tough guy, but I'm a sentimental bitch. Like, I cry in every fucking movie. Like, there's no stopping it. I don't know what it is. It could be a horror film, but if there's a 2-minute sentimental moment between the characters, I just tear up. I can't help it. But this movie is 2 hours. So from 4 to 6 a.m. this morning, I was bawling my eyes out, sitting at home watching this movie. God, it's adorable. It's amazing. I can't help it. I had to tell you people, I cry all the time. I'm sitting with my buddies at movies sometimes, and it's supposed to be tough, and the tears will come down. I'm like, oh yeah, this is awesome. And I'm just wiping tears away, trying to act tough.
It's cool.
It's cool. You stupid contact. They're the worst. But yeah, so my new pronouns are, no.
Oh, man. How nice.
What about you? How's your week been? Yeah.
It's been you know I was reading the news as for some
Your first
stupid
mistake.
reason because we all know how chipper you feel after reading the news, right? And the most recent thing was that apparently BC, they're getting all this litter in masks and gloves. Okay, first of all, what asshole is coming out of the grocery store going like, oh, that's enough pee today? I'm like, fucking losers.
People suck. People suck.
Is it just that any product that we have in surplus will just litter on the streets? Like, is that...
Absolutely. That's
Great.
why we're running out of everything.
Which made me excited for the next news article that I saw. There's a surge in sales for sex dolls. It's going to make walks really interesting. Like, we're going to have some really excited litter in the streets,
I'm so confused by sex dolls. Like, I only see one figure. Like, you ever see, like, the out-of-shape sex doll?
No, I would just go for some different expressions. Like, why they always got to look, like, surprised? Like, go for, like, angry, like...
Yeah. You want it to be real. Just have her... I have the new resting bitch face sex doll.
Oh, my. But yeah...
They seem like they're all the same size is my problem. But not all men like the same
right.
type.
Yeah, you're
Like,
true. That's very true.
I want a sex doll with a fat ass. Like, why can I not get that? They're
How
all
would you
the same.
store that?
It's got to come apart.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you got to clean it.
Ooh.
What do they do? Just give you one big
Are you
long
just going to
pipe
give it like
cleaner to put through there? You got to take it apart is my point. These are the things people wonder that you don't think about when you're searching for a sex doll.
I'm now picturing Dick Van Dyke singing the Chimney Sweep song, and you ruined that
Right?
for me. Ruined it.
He cleared it out.
Ooh. Oh my God. But I feel like just with this whole like environment, we know there's an environmental crisis, and we're doing. I know that we can all do stuff individually that can help, but really nothing really makes a dent unless. Okay, here's the hypocrisy. You go to a Safeway, right, and you forget your tote bag, and suddenly you're shamed for it, and yet Safeway mails you a fucking phone book of fucking flyers, and it's not even with coupons. It's literally just showing you that there's food in the store. It's like, Is this a public service? Like, this is for the retired to remind them that there's sales on food. So in case, they go to like, God forbid, they just go to the store and look around.
Hey, I need something. Maybe I should go to that place that sells things.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know if I've looked at a flyer in my life.
Right? Exactly. Who's reading these things?
Especially
Nobody.
these days. Just Google the fucking thing.
I know. It's not like we're going to forget to buy food.
Probably the most environmentally friendly way to do it. Google your flyers, people. They
I
have
know.
to be online, right?
I know. I just disagree with some of the things out there. And like another thing, we have to pay. Again, I'm not really against this necessarily, but we have to pay things like an electronic handling fee and a can recycling fee, which is fine.
Bottle deposits.
But if you want to make a real dent, I think just instead of charging everyone, they should just canvass the population, and anyone who owns a Hummer, they go into the store and buy a can of pop. And then the cashier rings them through and then, shoots them.
Interesting. Go on.
The environment
I'm with you still.
would vastly improve.
But then we won't have everyone in big trucks going vroom vroom and, Don't
Okay,
you love that?
here's my last thing though. So my this is a little bleak. My grandma just died last week, and the funeral home asks us like, so we have many options for caskets, but I'd really love to recommend you the eco-friendly casket for just $200 more. And I'm like, she's being cremated. Like, the eco-friendly thing to do is just throw her in.
That is pretty eco-friendly.
And then maybe you after. I don't know. Just saying.
I totally agree. Oh, man. You bring up some good points.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But anyways, you're not here to hear me rant. You're here to see some amazing comedy. That's what you're here for.
I hope so.
I hope so. I know
walk
so.
into the wrong room. We have some alcoholics in the back that we're looking for an AA meeting.
That's true. We're going to keep them,
We might
though.
help you with that. We can help you with that. Keep your jaw busy with laughing instead of...
Perfect. Do you want to introduce the first comic?
Sure, if I could remember. Oh, yeah, I think I remember. All right, yeah, so
brain.
let me bring my first comic up to the stage tonight for Comedy Snacks. He's a good friend of mine, and he's killing it all over, as always, and I see him everywhere, and I love it every time. Please put your hands together for James Brown.
I didn't know that I was first. I didn't know I was first, but it's Black Lives Matter, and James Brown goes first. Yeah, I'm not a Bollywood actor. This is the thing of again lately. Oh, you look like a Bollywood actor. You don't look black. You're a Bollywood actor. And there's a funny thing about actor. When I got out of high school, 3 careers that I wanted to do. I want to be an actor, writer, or personal trainer. Then I got involved with the wrong crowd, and it changed slightly. It was like actor, rapper, pimp, now comedian. And everywhere I go, people are like, James, why don't you tell me one of your quick jokes? Tell me one of your quick jokes. Okay. What's the crackhead's favorite TV show? 30 Rock. Yeah, I know. I wish they're that cheap. Hard times. It's having hard times. It's hard times right now. We got some people going on having hard times. Thank God we got the CERB going on. This is what unemployment looks like. I'm sleeping on the couch. I'm going back to my comedy roots. I'm sleeping on the couch. I went to the pawn shop the other day. Tried to sell this guy my soul. The guy at the pawn shop, I tried to sell him my soul. You know what he told me? No broken merchandise. I was like, damn. Oh, man. Changes. This year is all about changes. I mean, last summer, I was married. This summer, now I am separated, you know? And I've been noticing, after being married, certain type of man that gets married. Certain type of man. You know what he's called? An idiot. Yeah, he's called idiot. And I married interracial. I did interracial marriage, right? We have different religious beliefs, you know? Like, she worships money. I don't have any. Yeah. And they say that men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I don't think that's correct. I think women are more from Saturn. Because Saturn is the planet, has the rings. Women like rings, right? They want the ring. Saturn has 52 moons. Women, 52 moods. Trust me, I know. I lived with one for over 10 years. Yeah, so that's the changes. It's all about changes going on. Lots of changes going on, man. With myself also, stars, moons, stuff like that. I'm into that stuff. Astrology. You guys into astrology? Astrology? Yeah, I'm into astrology. My sun sign is Pisces. My moon sign is Scorpio. And they're like, oh, which sign do you relate to the most? You know what sign I relate to the most? What do you think? No, disaster ahead. That's the sign I relate to. Disaster, my life, the disaster ahead. And it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios. They're the most toxic signs. Cancer, like it's cancer. You know, Scorpio, toxic sign. This is the truth. The truth is Taurus. They're good with money. That's the truth. So let me ask you guys something else. Bigger drug addicts, Scorpios or Pisces? Bigger drug addicts. No, the correct answer is Sagittarius, because they get the money. They're lucky with the money, you know, so they get the money. Okay, here's another one. Better at karaoke, Geminis or Leos? Correct answer, Filipinos. Yeah. Thank you. More likely to pick up a bar tab, Geminis or a Libra? No, the correct answer is not me. That's the correct answer. Yeah, horoscopes. I love horoscopes. I'm Pisces. I represent for the Pisces. Pisces are weird people. You know, we believe in weird stuff like UFOs, ghosts, Jesus. You know, like weird stuff, right? My whole life I've been watching paranormal shows, ghost hunters. You know, like these paranormal shows. A lot of them, ghost adventures. There's this one guy in Scotland talked about he killed a werewolf under a full moon. You think what the guy did? Probably just got drunk, beat up a dog. Yeah. Anyways, switch gears now. More about Pisces. We're the creative types. Pisces are the creative types. So when I was younger, this is a true story. I used to take my mom's makeup and like put it on my face. And my mom was like, James, why are you putting my makeup on your face? What the hell's wrong with you? I'm like, oh no, Mom, don't worry. I'm into wrestling now, right? I was like the ultimate warrior black kid, you know? And then started going through changes, 12, 13. You know, I started getting my mom's magazines, cutting like fashion magazines, swimsuits, fashion stuff, right? Mom was like, oh, James, you're into fashion now. I was like, oh no, Mom, I'm into tits. So that continues as I got older. But yeah, it's all about changes going on. I'm going through a lot of changes. So I'm separated now. So I gotta buy like new bedding stuff. I gotta get a new bed. I gotta get pillows. When you're older, you gotta have a fucking big bed. You can't have a little tiny bed with shit all over it. You gotta buy a nice bed, 14 pillows. You gotta have the works, right? And you spend your money on this. Like back in the days, you used to spend your money on Coke. Now you're buying oak. Back in the days, you used to buy doobies. Now I'm buying duvets. Back in the days, you used to buy 40 ounces. Now 40-ounce orthopedic pillows because you have neck problems. Been going down too much. Muff diving. What else is going on? Changes. My wardrobe did a makeover, like wardrobe change stuff. So I sold all my Michael Jordan shoes, right? The Jordan shoes is the #1 shoe of the black male. Sold all my Jordans on Marketplace. So now I'm wearing stuff like these, Chelsea's, wingtips, loafers. If you would ask me about this a year ago, I probably would have thought you were talking about gelato flavors. I don't know what those kind of shoes are. Are they gelato flavors? Let me try that Chelsea flavor. That was a good one. Changes. No, it's all about changes going on. So a big thing I've been into lately is fucking crystals. Like I've been sleeping like crystals beside my bed. In my pocket. What do I got in my pocket? I got crystals in my pocket. Look at this. This is like, see that? This is tiger eye and it's amethyst. Amethyst, atheist. Yeah. So I've been holding this in my pocket for almost 6 months now. You know what happened? Nothing. Absolutely. I didn't do shit. Didn't do jack shit. But I'm into crystals now, like lots of crystals. Back in days, it was mostly Sabrina's and Stephanie's. But crystals, yeah. Yeah. That's right. And I'm reading these books, like New Age books and stuff like that. This one is it's on your life path. You know, my life path, I related to one. It was called The Experiencer. Like an experience. It said, you'd experience no financial gain. Yeah, and I read self-help. Well, self-help was last year. This year it's self-destruction. Yeah, so that's going on. A lot of changes going on with the self-destruction. What else is going on with me? Changes. Body issues. You guys have body issues? Everyone makes noise. You got body issues. Yeah, I got body issues. Like, you know, I shave my head. As a matter of fact, I shave my whole fucking body. Like, I shave my whole body, right? And people are like, well, James, why do you shave your body, dude? I'm like, no. I just tell people I'm a bodybuilder. You know, like, oh, what division you in? Special consideration. That's my division. Yeah. I always had little issues growing up and stuff. I was insecure growing up as a teen, insecure. I remember I had this girl come to my house, we were like making out. She's like, why don't you pull it out? I was like, oh, fuck. I just showed her my Swiss Army knife. Like, here you go. You know? Issues. I had issues with my legs forever. I had skinny legs. I still got skinny legs. Doesn't matter how hard I work out. Slim, skinny legs. You know, when I was living with my girl, she was like, oh, can you go get me some water, James? And I go get her water. I look like a waitress at Joey's walking away with these nice fucking legs, you know? Model legs. That's what I got. I got model legs, man. Yeah. JR gave me the light. If I wanted the light, I would go to church. Yeah. Oh, you guys listen to this new music? What's that #1 song you guys said? What's going on right now? It's called WAP. Have you guys heard of WAP? You guys heard the song WAP? I have no idea. I don't know these new rappers. Cardi B, yeah. I don't know any of these new guys. You guys heard of Post Malone? Yeah, I don't know him. Only Malone I know. Carl Malone. I'm fucking old. Roddy Ricch, you know Roddy Ricch? I don't know Roddy Ricch. Only Roddy I know is Piper. That's the only Roddy I know. You guys heard of The Baby? The Baby? You heard of The Baby? I don't know The Baby. Only Baby I know is that little creep down the hall. Keeps me up at 3 a.m. Yeah, so yeah, I'll just leave you on that. My name is James Brown. Thank you very much.
All right, give it up for James Brown again, everybody. Sorry to anybody who also almost threw up when they pictured James completely shaven. That was wild. You look like Carl Malone, man. Oh, man, that's excellent. How you guys doing? Thank you for coming. That was fantastic. What else was I going to say about you, James? Oh, I made sure those were crystals and not crack in his pocket. It kind of looked like he was pulling out a baggie of crack. Those are bad changes, James. Bad changes. Oh, yeah, let me tell you something. So I'm new to the city, but I have a couple friends. I have a couple new friends now. They're in wheelchairs, both of them, but they're so inspiring to me. Like, they're good friends of mine. They're actually comedians too. But if you check out their Instagram, like, they got me really inspired to go to the gym and get in shape. Oh yeah, James also. Yeah, I don't have any body issues. So they inspired me to get in shape though, and you know why? Because I realize when I check out their Instagram and see their life, they are more able-bodied than I am. Like, I tripped on a curb on the way here. Like, can't even do that right. I was gonna use them as my wingman at the bar, but I just end up being the fifth wheel. Come on, that's fucking gold, people. I know you're laughing at home. Anyway, enough of me. Let's bring up our next comic. Excellent dude. He's on a show here at this same place here on Sunday nights with The Meltdown with Morris. So let's give it up for my buddy Ty. Boys and all.
Okay, I like that Takashi 6ix9ine song, Punani. I think that's the new jam. That's the best. I love Takashi 6ix9ine. As far as I can tell, snitches get bitches, dude. This guy's crushing it. I didn't know that witness protection program just meant you were pouring milk over Nicki Minaj's ass the entire time. It's like, sign me up for this, right? I'm snitching on everybody. James, I know that was a bag of crystal meth, dude. Holy fuck. Kidding me? Oh, drugs. I miss drugs, dude. This is actually kind of a big thing. I don't have like an exact date. This is true. I don't have an exact date, but I know it was sometime around like early August. But I have a year off of booze and cocaine now, which is like, right? I think we should all celebrate with just a little bit of cocaine. Just a little bit. Yeah, right? Never just a little bit. They should just call that drug more. That's all. It's like, any more? Who's got more? Should we call for more? Who's got more? Is there any more of it? The first time I did cocaine, I was 18. I was in Panama. I had taken a trip after I was done high school. I'd never been anywhere, so I grew up in like a white suburb. So I was like, I'm gonna go to Panama, and everyone was like, you know, it's really dangerous, right? I was like, I listened to fucking Outkast AT-Alien sophomore album. Let's go, right? I'm fucking thug as fuck. So I arrive in Panama at 2:30 in the morning. I jump in a cab. We start driving. I go, I gotta go to a hostel. He goes, hotel? I'm like, yeah, that's Spanish for hostel. Cool, let's keep going with this, right? He drives for about 2 minutes and he goes, you want to buy some cocaine? And I'm like, no, I'm good, dude. We'll just keep driving to the hostel or hotel or whatever we're fucking going, right? He keeps driving for like, I don't know, another minute, and he goes, well, I need some cocaine. Pulls over to the side of the road, jumps out of the car, and disappears for like 20 minutes. So I'm sitting in an idling car at like 3 in the morning in Panama by myself, and I'm like, cab drivers do this all the time back home in Tawasin. I don't know what I'm so worried about, right? This is totally fine. He returns with like a Kris Kringle-sized sack of cocaine, right? Throws it in the back seat. He starts driving with his knees and then chalking up like a Himalayan landscape of cocaine, and he offers it to me. Now, I went to another country to experience other people's cultures, right? So I experienced the shit out of this cocaine, guys. Oh, my God, right? We keep driving, right? I do a bump, he does a bump, I do a bump. Suddenly, he just pulls over. He goes, get out. The hotel is that way. Apparently, he's Eastern European now. I don't know how this works, guys. All right, cocaine's a hell of a drug, right? So I get out. It's a very narrow street. On either side of the street is just a line of prostitutes who are all aggressively catcalling me. I don't know if you've ever done cocaine, but it gives you a real false sense of like self-awareness and just like that you're the shit. And I'm 18 and cocky as fuck, right? Not once in my head does it clue in that these are working women. I actually think I look this good, right? I got like FUBU jean shorts and white boy dreads. I walk through that hallway of hepatitis like I'm Hulk Hogan after winning WrestleMania. Just high-fiving everyone, right? I go to check into the hotel. I'm 33 now. Me at 33, I wouldn't enter this room with like a Walter White meth hazmat making suit. Like, it was disgusting. You didn't even need the CSI lights to see the semen on the walls. Like, it was fucking gross, right? But me at 18, I walk in, I'm like, this place is nice. Like, oh, wow, right? Like, well, they had to bolt the TV to the fucking wall and bolt the bed down. Even the bolts have bolts on them. Wow, right? There's fucking gunshots going off outside. I'm like, fireworks. I love fireworks, right? What a great country Panama is. I went to go check out the hotel, some of the amenities they had. They said they had a hot tub. It was just a hole dug in the ground next to the hotel that was lined with bubble wrap. Yeah, and there was always these like super old, like creepy American guys. This one guy we called Uncle Doug. Yeah, always naked in the pool, loves prostitutes. Terrible human being. Always like, hey, Tom, man, you gotta jump in the pool. I'm like, no, your dick looks like a barnacle growing off the side of a boat. Like, we're good, dude. Like, his dick looked like it could star in Pirates of the Gonorrhean. It was so fucking bad. Anyways, go to Panama. It's a fucking blast, guys. It's a super fun time. What else do I want to talk about? There's a bunch of changes happening. Do you guys see that NASCAR got rid of the Confederate flag? Pretty cool, right? Super progressive of them, right? They're very proud of it. They had to tell everybody, like, we're getting rid of all the flags. All the flags from all the races, all of them. How many of these flags were you psychos flying exactly? Did every car just look like General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard? Just and that's when the boys noticed systemic racism was an epic problem in this country. And maybe Daisy was uncomfortable wearing those shorts in front of her uncle. Right? It's weird. Why is she wearing her shorts so short? Right? No wonder black people don't fuck with NASCAR. They're going to the Daytona 500, seeing nothing but Confederate flag, and a giant sign that says, #1 race in America. Right? One of the drivers quit because of this. He said, I'm quitting, man. I'm quitting on the flag. I'm quitting on you. It's my heritage. It's my fucking heritage. Like, we all should be proud of this guy's heritage, right? Like, why is this guy so proud of his heritage? I'm not proud of, like, my dad. I don't even have to go back that far, right? Fuck this guy. That's like us being cool with a really old German guy who suspiciously lives in Argentina, right? No, it was going pretty good until the Scheiße hit the fan. Yeah, whatever, Adolf. Every time I do that voice, I picture this hopeless romantic Nazi. Oh, sir, you came in for a great bit. You know, he's at a bar, right? He doesn't have a girlfriend or a wife. He's a company man, right? He's married to his job. But maybe this cute girl comes walking up, and he's like, all right, now's your time. Hey, I really like your dress. Danke. You know, I was thinking, I don't know, maybe if you weren't busy later, we could grab a bratwurst and execute some gypsies. Yeah, you do, really? I mean, cool. Well, that's great. I guess I'll pick you up at 9. Such a dumb joke. I'm gonna leave you guys with this one. I was seeing this girl recently, and I had to stop seeing her. She was really into edging. Do you guys know what this is? Do you know? Yeah, I didn't know. Okay, she had to tell me what it was. She's like, "Wow." She's very excited about it, dude. She's like, "It's when you almost get me to climax, and then you back off, and you repeat this." And I was like, well, let me get this straight. You need me to not make you come over and over again? Not a problem, lady. Like, let's do this. All right, that's my time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much.
Ty, take your condom. All right. Ty Bolson out one more time, shall we? Yeah, man. I forgot. This is gonna be awkward. Okay, it's okay. I can double hand this. It's fine. Wow, everyone's really getting to know me tonight. Well, I'm not even gonna. I have the same heritage, Ty. Half my family is from England, the other half is from Germany. If I look any deeper into my ancestry, I'm gonna see a lot of death. I don't go there. I don't celebrate nothing. Okay. Your next performer, I am super excited to introduce you. I have yet to watch her perform, but I've seen her all around the scene, so I know she's great. Please put your hands together for Alicia Dillon.
Hello. How are we feeling? Yeah? Good. I totally meant to write something for this show, and then I didn't. In my defense, it's been kind of a stressful week. I have 3 new gray hairs, one for every day my period has been late. I'm pretty nervous about it, but I'm just trying to take it day by day. So tune in next week to find out if I got my period or an abortion. The guy that may or may not have knocked me up, he gave me a UTI, which lasted longer than the entanglement. And yeah, I'd never had one before. It was like peeing daggers. It was fucking awful. I think that the problem was he was uncircumcised, and my vagina nose turtlenecks are out. So, oh man, he dumped me in a text while I was still on the antibiotics. So I was like in the bathroom puking because UTI meds are made by men. And I'm puking away, and I get this message, and he's like, oh, like, I think we should call it off, blah, blah, blah. And I was just so sick and angry and exhausted that I just sent him a live video of me puking. And I was like, thanks for the UTI, asshole. Use a condom with the next girl. And he messaged me back right away, and he was like, yeah, okay, I will. So, yeah, things are going great. I've just had the worst luck when it comes to guys lately. Like, I don't know what's going on. Before UTI guy, that's what my friends called him. Quick PSA to the guys here. Whatever first impression you make, that's your nickname forever. Before UTI guy was Wheels because, well, I went on this coffee date and I didn't know before I got there that this guy was in a wheelchair. And it shocked me at first, but like I got over it because whatever. And I'm also not going to be the girl who blows off a guy because he's in a wheelchair. I don't need the karma. So I fucked him. I had to. What else? As a person with able-bodied privilege, like that was my duty, I felt. So I know what you're all thinking. Did his dick work? It did. It really, really did. But after we hooked up, I reached into my bag for a joint, and he was like, oh, you smoke? And I was like, well, yeah, just weed. Hardly counts, right? And he was like, oh, ew. And I was like, sorry, what? Ew? And he was like, well, I have no interest in dating someone who needs weed to function. And I was just like, what? Okay, let me get this straight. So I can get past you needing wheels to function, but weed is a deal breaker. Okay, cool. I just can't believe I raised my body count for him. I mean, it was just by half, but still. If you laughed at that, you're coming to hell with me. So... oh man, it was so much rejection for me in such a short time period that I actually had to go check a mirror to see if my unibrow had grown back. Like I was just like, what's going on? It's fine, I'm fine. At the end of the day, I know if all else fails, my dad has 10 guys in India at the airport just waiting for the call. So, oh man, he sends me pictures all the time of these bachelors with like a little bio underneath. And it used to make me really angry. I was like, Dad, can you just fucking leave me alone? But it's honestly not so different from Bumble if I was swiping in Surrey. It's just like brown guy, brown guy, brown guy. I really hope it doesn't come to that at the end of the day. But I mean, I do think that I would prefer marrying some random fob from India than ever stepping foot into a club again. Like, that's just where I'm at. Has anyone here like been to the club since quarantine lifted? I can't fucking believe that they're open. How do you distance? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I personally stopped going to places like that way before the pandemic started. I think the last time I went was with my friends. We went on New Year's Eve. We went to Republic. Has anyone been to Republic? Yeah, you know it was a fucking mistake. It was a fucking mistake to go there. I was at the bar minding my own business, getting a drink, and this piece of shit came up behind me and Trump scooped me. Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. He grabbed me by the pussy, just like the president said to. I mean, joke's on him. He got a fistful of my pad. So, yeah, that's right. I still wear pads. Don't judge me. I read a little too much about toxic shock syndrome when I was younger, so I'm afraid of tampons, okay? For the guys in here who don't know what TSS is, it's when your tampon kills you for leaving it in too long. It's terrifying. Yeah, and don't even get me started on those diva cups. I can barely fit a dick up there sometimes. How am I supposed to fit a whole ass cup? Oh man, I can read the room. You guys don't want to hear any more about my period or whatever. I just feel like if I say period enough, I'll call it into existence. So that's what I'm trying to do. Oh my God, please pray for me. All right, anyway, thanks guys, that's all for me.
All right. Sorry, I know I don't have a wipe to wipe this down right now. That just means we don't care about the next comic. No, it's okay. I know him. I know he doesn't care about himself. Fuck, even Alicia. Fuck, man. Guys, see, guys in wheelchairs are even getting fucked. Fuck, man. They're so able-bodied. I'm so jealous. What can I talk about? Yeah, before I bring up my next comic, our last one for the night. Oh yeah, so I'm the youngest of 8. It's a big family. And like there's 10 years difference between me and the second youngest. So they're all much older than me and everything. I know it's weird. So, but the day I was born, I was an uncle. Do you know how hard it is to molest a nephew that's older than you? I'm sorry, guys. If you laughed at that, you're going to hell with me and Alicia. So join us. It's a fucking party. How about those pants? Alicia's pants, aren't they a fucking fire? God damn, those are amazing pants. Thank you, thank you. I wish like those things came in like my size and stylish. I don't get stylish clothes. This is as good as it gets. I got pure black t-shirts are the best because I always drop food on my chest and then I just turn them around. You don't fucking see anything. You guys into tattoos? You guys like tattoos? Sorry, the light is so bright I can't see if you're nodding or not. I'm gonna assume you like tattoos. I love tattoos. Most of mine are just recipes. Do you guys have tattoos? Do you have a back tattoo? No? Good choice. Like, I don't get it. What's the point of a back? I get tattoos because I love the way they look and stuff. Like, when was the last time someone seen their back tattoo? Like, you never get to see it. You pay all this money, you go through the pain, and you don't get the joy of ever seeing it. They should just walk around with a wallet-sized pic of their tattoo. Oh, yeah, that's what I got. Makes sense. All right, enough fucking filibustering by me and wasting time. Sorry, we're a little short, so I'm trying to make it go long. But let me bring up our next comic. Absolutely amazing dude. A really good dude around the scene, really funny, and I'm so glad we have him here tonight. Please put your hands together for Taylor Morey.
So much. If I were a real artist, I would have put that on with my mouth. Alicia, I've never seen you before. That was really good. But is it weird to be like, you know, we don't want to hear more period jokes? Is it weird to say like I do? I don't go clubbing. But This is how I would socially distance in a club. Fuck am I here? Thank you. Yeah, how do you guys feel about impressions? You for impressions? That's too late for you guys now. I care about their opinion. This is a very quick impression. This is Bill Burr as Julius Caesar. Bill Burr as Julius Caesar. Oh, it's Brutus! Thank you. That was for the English majors. This is James Hetfield, the lead singer of Metallica, out at a restaurant. So, are we enjoying everything in here? Yeah! This is my impression of me doing the dishes. That's going to have to soak. It's my impression of a drill sergeant who forgot what his job is. Get down there, give me as many as you can. Don't worry, don't put that much pressure on yourself. Thank you. These aren't. I'm not like cheating or anything. These are my jokes. This is my suicide note. Have you ever had to spell something on the phone and then you forget what any words are? Like you forget your entire experience with it. Like, yeah, that's N as in Necropolis. G as in the Golgothan shit demon from Kevin Smith's film Dogma. You've never seen Dogma. G as in George Carlin, who played Cardinal Glick in Kevin Smith's film. Oh, fuck, that was the same one. The United States government recently confirmed the existence of UFOs. Big news, right? They confirmed that there are objects in the air that we have not identified. Everybody forgets, like that is what the U stands for, is unidentified. It doesn't mean aliens. It's like a couple weeks ago, I was at the dog park. I have a dog. I wasn't just there like dogs. I was at a dog park and something bit me or stung me on the shoulder, and I flipped the fuck out of it. But I didn't go like, this is war. I was like, all right, it was clearly a fly. Fuck nature. I litter now. It's like a normal person, right? But suicide. Why am I here? But aliens, yes, they are an advanced beyond us, beyond civilization, from beyond the stars. And they can't stop crashing here. We can't help it. There's a pileup on the interstate, on the intergalactic. There is, maybe like Earth is, like these are just like horny teen aliens, and Earth is their widow's peak. Like, don't go out there, Johnny. Yeah, whatever, babe. In September of 1977, NASA sent out the Voyager. So you get some laughs and some knowledge here. NASA sent up the Voyager 1 satellite, and it is the furthest man-made object away from Earth. And on the satellite is a gold-plated record. Of course, when aliens got it, they were already on 8 tracks. They're like, what the fuck ever. And then, in 20 years, they're going to be like, shit, let's collect these. And you were not into audio formats. That's fine. And on this record, were like 100 different recordings of like different languages of saying hello. So, you know, it's like you can wait for it to come out on CD, but it's got like these etchings on it. So, you know, it's like picture disc record store day, like that hip cunts like me, right? And and not into audio formats. I'm not gonna drop this until it's over. But on this, like on the etching, it was a naked man and a naked woman. And you know it was a man or woman who did the etching because the genitals were all in proportion. Because if a man had done it, they'd just be like, oh, what, this old thing? Funny story. I just get what God gave me. And, but I think it's funny that all this record is out there for whoever, whatever, will listen to it. And I think that it's kind of funny that flirting has not changed in 40 years since it's sent, because it's just, hey, 100 times and then a dick pic. So don't take the messages you get on Tinder too personally, because the only thing that's missing is just a second satellite to go up that just says, whatever, slut, you're not even that pretty anyway. Okay, new bit. In the toilet, that's fine. I don't know, but beliefs are weird, and I think it's interesting that, like, as a group, as a society, we'll respect any belief, but only if it's stupid. Like, okay, we have a fear of. How many times in your adult life have somebody come up to you and go, "Oh, you know what tomorrow is Friday the 13th." Every time, right? Because people, it's spooky math. Oh, what's 15 minus 2? I can't do that one. But it's weird. The only reason that, or like the origin of this that I can find is from, I'm gonna so lose you on all this fucking nerd shit that I'm talking about. Satellites, beliefs, mythology. Are you into it? No. The origin that I can find is that it comes from Norse beliefs. And they have, like, I'm like mythology nerd. The boots say otherwise, but I am. And all it comes from is, like, the gods in Valhalla, they were having like Kegger, right? And Loki comes in, he's the god of mischief. He was the 13th one. There were 12 people there. And he comes out and he's like, what the fuck? Like, why you didn't even fight me? And he gets all shitty about it. And Thor's like, dude, I totally sent you an Evite. This is before texting. And then he does some stuff with Robert Downey Jr. and then somebody dies and that's it. And now we're afraid of 13. Had cool beliefs in there. Didn't want to pick them. Like, hell, how about a snake that revolves around the entire planet, and when the end of the world comes, he's gonna eat a god? Nah. What else you got? Awkward dinner party leads to spooky math? We'll take it. Let's go to shit. I know that works. I was thinking about how many of you, I was going to say how many people watch YouTube. How many are actually serious if I'm going to kill myself after this set? I was wondering, like, you know who the worst fucking people are? Like, some of the worst people are makeup YouTube people. And I feel that this is a very limited audience on this bit. But they're the worst. But if you are watching this, maybe perhaps at home, camera people, you'll be like, I know what he's talking about. There's these things called drama channels, or like makeup shit, where they're grown-ups and they have arguments over like one that I watched. There was like, it's just like 40-minute fucking like Blake Caitlin Style was gonna release her fake fantasy palette, but it's been more of plum pandemonium. Like, and then it's just this fucking. And then like 6 minutes later, Caitlin Style will have her 40-minute response like, well, Ashley Queefwell was arrested for shitting into the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese. Here's the receipt. And like, you have to watch these fucking things. They're horrible. There are more likable people directing beheading videos out there. Like, I've seen one where one dude, he was like, and I said, well, maybe if you weren't such a bitch, you wouldn't have had a miscarriage. And now we'll do our contour. And that's just the dudes. But I was wondering, like, okay, who are the worst fucking people? And it was like, okay, you're like rapists and murderers, that goes, slavers, that goes without saying. And then it's like, okay, people who still think it's charming to argue about pineapple on their pizza. And because they're why Trump is going to get reelected. And I'm not happy about it, but... And I was figuring out, okay, who are the worst? And it's Star Wars fans. And it's Star Wars fans because they won't admit that it sucks. There are 11 Star Wars movies. At best, 4 of them range from okay to good. If you have 7 terrible movies, your movies suck. Here's the thing. Like, some people always say, like, oh, you know, if you read the books, the movies are better. I'm like, why? Is it because it takes 2 hours instead of fucking 20? Like, okay. Here's the thing. If you see me once, I do like 10 minutes. I gotta wow you in 10 minutes. And if I don't, it doesn't matter how well I do any other time or anybody else does. You see them again, you go, that guy sucks. He sucks forever. I'll see him again. I'll see him at a club. Dude, he's crushing. Everybody else is laughing. Fucking sucks. I don't get why these people are laughing. But you'll see a 12th movie. All right, well. Look, let me break it into an analogy for this. If you had the Washington Generals are the fake team that always loses to the Harlem Globetrotters. If you had Generals and you gave them Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and John Stockton, the Generals would still suck. They wouldn't be able to get a single basket against the Harlem Globetrotters if just the Globetrotters was made up of fucking Kobe Bryant now. That's my time, guys. Thanks.
Here you go, Jay. I feel like I should have watched makeup tutorial videos. I was one of those girls in high school where I'm like, suddenly I came to school and I'm like, every girl is dressed and looks really nice. I'm like, what the fuck? I actually had a friend of mine teach me more or less makeup stuff. We were getting ready together, and I was putting on foundation, and she just looks at me like, she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm putting on the, she's, no, you got to put primer on first. I'm like, primer? Like, what is my face, like drywall? You're like,
painting a house over here?
And she's like, but she was adamant. She's just like, Nina, if you don't use foundation or you don't use primer first, you're gonna absorb the other stuff into your skin and get cancer. I'm like, okay, wow, Jesus. Anyway, I don't know. What am I gonna say? Aliens. Oh
that was
God.
fantastic.
That was
Yeah,
so
thank
good,
you. Yeah. What else we got? A couple things I realized this week. Do you guys think the Egyptians are the cause of pyramid schemes? No? Just me? Just me? Trying to find the origin of these things.
Oh, God.
Oh, and those dairy milk family bars are not enough to support a family. just to let you know.
What?
Well, how do you call them family bars? I don't understand things that come in family size pack. Like, you can buy condoms in a family size pack. Does that make sense?
This
To
is
not have
FYI,
a
by the way.
family, you buy a family size pack. I was into the broken family size cereal growing up. That was more my style.
Oh,
For
man.
kids with one parent.
Sad Rice Krispies.
Sad
Jesus.
musical cue.
That is so sad.
I'm a comedian. You have to be sad. You have to be dying inside.
Just a
Look
little
out
bit.
for Taylor's suicide note to be posted as his manifesto.
Don't. It's funny.
Sometimes- yeah, I wanted to see that thing. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Thank you guys for joining us midway
Yes.
through. This has been
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah.
I hope we didn't scare you too much.
Yes, it's true. We talked I talked a little bit at the top of the show about how we've just been going through some crazy environmental stuff. People are littering their masks and stuff. And I said a whole bunch of stuff about how, like, you know, the pressure's put on, like, the individual to do all these things, but really that doesn't make a dent in comparison with, like, say, a corporation deciding, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't, like, fucking package my shit twice and sell it to the consumer. But I have to make an admission. I'm actually a very, I don't feel like I'm the best example at all for the environment. Like, I'm pretty shitty. Like, I try. I really try, though. Like, I like that we have those, like, you don't just see trash cans anymore. You have those, like, full stations, like, outside. Have you seen these? They have, like, infographics to show you, like, what goes in what. Like, it's cool. Like, it took me 5 minutes, but I think I threw up in the right one. Like, it was craft dinner, so it was like organics, plastics, I don't know. Like,
Do you think anybody even listens to those signs?
I hope so. I mean, they have such good color schemes.
It should be like the shape game when you're a kid. Like, each one should be a shape. You can only put a bottle in this one, and it's the shape of a bottle.
That would be nice. I'm also trying to, like, compost at home, but I keep forgetting to empty it. Like, the stuff is, like, becoming all too organic all over again. Like I have to re-kill what's inside. I'm pro-choice. Okay.
And on that note, do you have anything else you want to discuss this week?
I also, so I'm trying to be a better human being. I'm trying to prove myself to all of you guys so I don't get shamed. I bought
She doesn't want
those.
to be piled into the rest of us here.
It's true.
She wants to be
I'm
above us.
trying.
I'm not like them.
I'm not. Yeah. But I bought those reusable. Because you buy, like, reusable straws now, reusable utensils, and, like, those glass to go containers. So you put that in your bag instead of, like, buying, like,
Paper straws are the
styrofoam
worst.
stuff. But, like, that shit's heavy to carry, man. Like, girls' purses are pretty heavy, right? Like, as is, we carry a lot of shit. Like, and now I have to carry this. Like,
I just ordered a Merce off of Amazon.
what?
A man purse.
A man purse.
A Merce.
Well, then you carry some shit. you know what I hate about guys when they go out and they're like, you're gonna carry all that, whatever. Oh, but babe, can you hold this? Can you put this in your purse? I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, and then I'm going in here. Can you hold my purse?
Yeah. You're the man.
That shit's heavy.
That
These
sounds fair.
gender roles are not cool these days, Nina.
I don't like it how you turn it around on me.
You hold my Merce as I go into this store.
You know what? Fine. I can hold your door too. Prove my feminism. All right. I'm done.
And on that note, yeah, thank you all for coming out. Did you guys have a good time?
Give it up for our comics tonight. Alicia, Ty, Taylor, and James.
Woo! And give it up for the Havana Theater here.
And
hosting us.
Tanner in the booth.
Tanner in the booth.
Woo!
Check out Havana Vancouver on Instagram and Havana Theater on Facebook.
Yes, there's a whole bunch of events that happen here almost every day of the week, it feels like. Ask Tanner. He works at every one of them.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, Tanner, if you're watching at home, all this is put together by Tanner.
It's
If
really
it wasn't for
great.
him, there would be no home show.
Yeah, so check out
He
Vancouver
doesn't get enough.
Comedy.
Vancouver Comedy, yeah.
.ca.
There you go.
All right.
He doesn't get enough love. There might be a pledge button still on there, I'm not sure. Yeah. If you want to pledge a few bucks to these comics,
Yeah.
it might keep Taylor
So
from adding to a
sponsor one.
suicide
Take
note.
them home. They'll give you drawings or suicide notes.
He'll send you a copy.
Oh, nice.
Hardcover. Check out his website.
All right, you wrap it up. I'm done. I'm
Okay,
done.
come back
I'm done.
next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. Comedy Snacks live here. See you then. Bye,
See you
everybody.
then.